EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for the weekend of August 10th and 11th, 2024. It is Saturday, and this weekend's video forecast is proudly brought to you by Pitch a Tent Rental Company, who ask you if you've ever had the desire to sleep around. If so, they can help you make that happen. Pitch a Tent Rental Company has expanded into RV rentals with 2 travel trailer offerings that can be found on Outdoorsy and RV Share, along with being listed on their own site at pitchatentrentals.com. Click on Adventure Rentals for more information. And if you're still in need of tent tables and chairs for those summer parties, they can continue to help you there too. Be sure to visit them at pitchatentrentals.com for all of your recreational rental fun. Pitch a Tent is located in Fogelsville, Pennsylvania, and serves the greater Lehigh Valley and surrounding regions, and are proud sponsors of the weekend video forecast. So this here is what's left this morning of the remnants, the post-tropical depression remnants of Debby. That is going to be moving out very quickly this morning. So there's near or shore points, you might have clouds giving way to sun. The rest of you are going to be mostly sunny, wall-to-wall sunshine for today and tomorrow. I do want to talk about this a little bit yesterday because there was a lot of... listen, when we're talking about these, the context in these daily forecast videos, it's my opinion, right? So when the National Weather Service or Storm Prediction Center puts up a tornado watch over a broad area, I had no problem with them doing that because I understand how it works. I understand how with a tropical system or a post-tropical system, remnant system, you can still have some spin and tornadoes in the atmosphere. So they put it out of an abundance of caution. So people hear that and they're like, oh my God, tornadoes, what went wrong? Well, it's different from what you said. No, it's not different from what I said because what was the results? Nothing, except for northern Delaware last evening. And we had another tornado about 4:30 in the morning near the Harrisburg area, but that was along the warm front. It wasn't even with the remnants of Debby as it moved through. So I wasn't really thrilled on that thing, and I don't like to try to minimize tornadoes so much, but I didn't really see the mid-level lapse rates being high enough to really support this threat during the day on Friday. And lo and behold, that was the case, and that's why it didn't work out as far as a tornado standpoint is concerned. Again, what happened last night and very early wee hours in the morning in Harrisburg was actually because of the warm front moving through, and that was along that. So you got a little bit of spin with that. But rainfall was confined heaviest in central PA, especially north central PA. When you get up by like Selinsgrove and up to Lewisburg and Williamsport and those areas, they got smoked. But a lot of you guys in central PA got that heavy rain. And a little bit lesser, obviously, further east. But as a grand total for the week, you made out pretty well, and this is very good. Turned out to be a very good week from the rainfall department because our grass certainly needed it, right? All our plants and vegetation needed it. But we will be dry for an extended period here after this. If you're not a fan of the rain, last week it was just dismal all week, pretty much from start to finish. Now we have a nice weekend here, probably the best weekend of the summer. And I mentioned Music Fest. This is the final week of Music Fest. They've had a terrible run of luck with rain this entire week, rain and storms and what have you. So we don't have that issue this weekend. So if you skipped out on that, like many of you did during the week because it was just so crappy, now this weekend will be delightful. We're looking at lowering humidity today and low humidity on Sunday as well. Winds out of the west 5 to 10 both days, mostly sunny. Beautiful on both days from wall to wall here, and the same thing's going to continue here on Monday with very similar temperatures. You'll see the temperatures today 78 to 84. When we get to tomorrow, they're going to slightly lower, very slightly, a little bit. It comes down, and that stays that way on Monday, Tuesday of next week. We'll be partly cloudy on Tuesday because we have a system off to our south here in the vicinity. Just few clouds, nothing, no rain, of course. Back to mostly sunny skies on Wednesday. Thursday is a partly cloudy day. Temperatures are going to come up a little bit late in the week, just slightly. We get back into the closer to the middle 80s by the time we get to Wednesday, Thursday. And then here is Friday's system. We have this as partly to mostly cloudy with the system staying to our west. It's uncertain if this comes through because there's another tropical system we'll have to keep an eye on. That would be, I'm not saying this is going to hit us here, so just don't get the wrong idea, but there's something lurking out here off the southeastern U.S. coastline. Now the European model takes that away from our area, but we'll see. We have to follow that one too. Tis the season. That's what we have. It's once we get into August and September, most notably, and even some in October, as you remember, Sandy was late October. We get those next couple months, we have to pay attention to the tropics a little bit more closely for local interest, or local vested interests have to be paying attention to that a little bit more. Okay, a little bit more. So right now we keep Friday dry too, and that's the end of our 7-day forecast period. We'll revisit that again next week in the daily forecast videos. Near average temperature today, but watch this trough coming in here, bringing these cooler temperatures, slightly below average temperatures, which is going to be very, very refreshing and delightful. Not only this weekend, but going into next week here with these, and then it just moderates a little bit as we get into the Wednesday, Thursday time frame next week. But we'll follow this all again next week. See if we have any precipitation coming in at the end of the week or maybe next weekend. I'm not sure just yet, so we'll see. We're going to wait on that. That's out there a ways. And again, once you get past a couple days, the models start doing goofy things. So and they change constantly. So we'll look at that next week and follow that throughout the week. But enjoy this weekend. It's going to be the best weekend of the summer, in my opinion. I think so. I mean, that's of course that's a very depends on your perspective of things, but I think it's going to be very nice this weekend, and get out and enjoy it if you can. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martis. That is your outlook for the weekend, August 10th and 11th, 2024. Have a great Saturday and Sunday.